This segment is sponsored by attorney Noble McIntyre and McIntyre Law. Each month here on Living Oklahoma, we honor a local team making a difference in their community. We call it a noble cause.
Oklahoma City attorney and philanthropist Noble McIntyre is here with Faith Lewis.
Yay!
Thanks so much for being here. Tell us about Faith.
Let me tell you, I was visiting with Faith just a little bit ago. I mean, what a remarkable young lady. She is 13 now. And when she was 8 years old, now first of all, you know most 8-year-olds, they're not really paying attention to what's going on outside the window of the car when you're driving. But she's driving home, she'd just gotten her Happy Meal, they were on the way home, and she saw somebody outside that was homeless and hungry, and she wanted to give them her food as an 8-year-old.
Wow.
And her mother said, we know, we bought it for you, we need to eat it, and she started crying. And so they turned around and went back and fed this homeless individual. And ever since then, for the last 5 to 6 years, that has been her passion, is finding people and finding a way to feed them, to the point where even if it's on the third Saturday of every month, even if it's raining, even if it's sleeting, even if it's snowing, they go out, her and her mom and her grandmother and her sister go out, and they go to these camps where these folks are set up, and they'll walk up to the tent and they'll leave food or blankets, and she's been raising money. Tell us a little bit, because I don't want to do all the talking. I told you back there I wasn't going to do all the talking, how you started this and why it's so important to you.
Well, it started, as you said, when I was 8. I was driving home, but I continue to do it because seeing everybody out there that doesn't have like just simple things like we have, like most people don't think about when they go home and just lay on their bed. People don't have that, and they have to go home, and they can't go home. They just find somewhere, and it's sad. It's really sad. And when I see more people out there, it encourages me to do more and get more people involved so we can reach out. Like, I just don't want to do downtown Oklahoma. I want to reach out to the world. And I said, when I was younger, I wanted to be a chef because my mom cooks. And I said, when I'm going to be a chef, I'm going to get on my plane and I'm going to drop off food to the homeless people. But plans have changed, but I still want to help everybody that I see and don't see, because I don't see it all, but I see most of what happens, and it's just really sad. It's really sad and encouraging because it just makes me want to do more.
You keep motivated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And Faith, it isn't just food. It isn't just food. She raises the money through her church. She goes to Baptist church downtown, and she has her parents and her grandparents help her. But it's more than just food. She also does blankets and socks and some personal hygiene things. And the reason the blankets came in is because, I didn't even really realize this a lot. We have homeless shelters in Oklahoma City, but they have you leave at a certain point of the day so that they can get it ready for people coming in that night. And the problem is if it's a frigid cold day and you're getting sent outside. So they went to drop off food one time to a woman who was under a bridge, and she was so cold that she was crying. And so from that, they now also do blankets, they do socks, they do the hygiene things, and it's a lot for a now 13-year-old to do. And so let me tell you what I do. I'm Noble McIntyre, I have a firm here in Oklahoma City, and what I try to do is find young adults such as yourself that are doing something above and beyond what most kids your age are doing. Most kids your age aren't looking out the window and recognizing a need that's going on in their community. You do. Even if they do, most aren't going to get out of bed on a Saturday if it's snowing or raining outside and go out and walk up to a tent and not even know who's inside and call out for them and then feed them, see what their needs are, and just visit with them. We're talking about a lost part of our society where people just drive by and don't even recognize them. You're doing something special. And so what I want to do is recognize young adults such as yourself that are doing something special and say, you know what, we see you. You're seeing them. We see you, and we see that you're special and you're doing something fantastic, and we want to encourage you. So the first thing we have for you is, this is a certificate. You're the Noble Cause winner for February of 2020. I can't believe it's 2020.
Right.
I just turned 50. I'm getting old. So you're the Noble Cause winner for February of 2020. The other thing I have is a check for you from my firm for $100, and it's just my way of saying thank you. And keep up the good work. When you go off to high school, which I know is a few years down the road, and then you go off to college, which is even further than that, don't stop, because society needs people like you, okay? So here's a check from me too, and on behalf of everybody here, we thank you and think you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. We're so proud of you, and thank you for coming in on the show. It's very exciting. If you know a young person making a difference in your community, make sure we know about it. Just send us an email to livingok@okcfox.com.